Are you having a hard time marketing and having a hard time attracting buyers towards your deal? Well, I have 5 ways that Barbara Corcoran talks about and why it's worked for my business and it's clearly working for her business. The ways you can separate yourself from those who are already marketing to why they should choose you and why your deal stands out to them. Let's just jump right into today's video. Well, we all know how high and how successful Barbara Corcoran is. Well, she has mastered the art of marketing and storytelling. She has mastered negotiations. Why? These are her 5 tips. Number 1 tip, storytelling. What is it that you're trying to get across? These buyers, what is it that you're trying to get across? If you're a realtor, wholesaler, investor, whatever you might be, a buy and hold real estate investor, what is it that you are trying to appeal to the buyers or the sellers? You have to have a story behind whatever. It is so important to have a connection with the buyer. Why do they need your deal as opposed to another deal? Why do these sellers have to go with you as opposed to somebody else? This story is what gets you through the door, and it has transcended my business and clearly hers. It is so important to hone in on the skills that make you a better storyteller. You have to see who are you at your core and your character, and how can I let it play out in what do I need done. Second way kind of ties into storytelling, but it's personal branding. This is important. Like I said prior, is who you are at your character comes out in your brand marketing. This is how you're actually appeal to the people that you may have deterred in the beginning, but actually can be like, oh, I can't resist not actually taking into what you're selling and into whatever you want from me. This is important. Your personal brand is everything. Don't tarnish that. How you build that is just building on your great traits, your positive traits, and allowing it to be shown in whatever you're marketing. If it's a property, a house, whatever it might be, hone in on your best qualities, and majority of the time it becomes a sale. Third way she talks about is leveraging publicity. We all know Barbara loves a good camera, right? And it's so important to leverage yourself in the media. It is the way our world is going right now is everything is going to be on the computer, on the TV, everything on the phones. We are in a media central world right now. So it's so important. If you're not out there, then people don't know you. Okay, so when they go and see your deal, they're like, well, I haven't even seen this person in real estate. Is it they just popped up today? But if you have a good resume behind you, it's gonna look well. And especially if they've seen that you've been in the industry for a little bit. Again, this also comes with creating that business and the website I was talking about that can help you leverage something behind you. So now you can send people somewhere on getting more information about you. Now you can send people somewhere to get more information about you and your business. And it will actually help you be able to push out your content quicker and get your deals from seller to closing and seller to buyer quicker. The fourth way Barbara talks about is highlighting your successes. This is huge. Sometimes we tend to not want to highlight the stuff that we do well. It is so important to let people know the stuff you do well, because it in turn be like, well, I can trust them in this area because I know they can perform and I know they can be trusted in that area. It is so important to do so. It goes a long way when people have seen you've been successful before. And just like with these sellers, when you call them, say, I was helping another client in your area and I was able to help them in this way. Now it tells these sellers that you're actually gonna come through for them, okay? And that you've done this before. Even if it wasn't in the exact area that you helped, you can tell them, I have helped this kind of client before, and this is what worked for them. And that's why I believe I can work for you too. These successes will get you wins and get you through the door with sellers, and in turn, get you to the buyers you want. And these buyers will know you because sellers are talking good about you. This is all a circle, and it all works together and comes to a close. Fifth thing Barbara talks about, and what I mentioned in my last video, is the visual appeal of your marketing. It is so important to use different types of appeal, such as Canva. I love using Canva for marketing houses, apartments, whatever you are wholesaling or trying to sell. Visually get that story across. People want to see something that grabs their attention and be like, wow, I can't help but not buy into whatever you're doing. And that's what you want, especially wholesaling. When you're trying to get from a house that usually is a distressed house from seller to buyer, you have to appeal it in a certain way. And the kind of buyer that sees this property is what you're going to attract. So let's say this house looks really, really bad. You're going to attract most of the time builders. Okay? This is what you want to attract. Make sure that's the story you're telling. Okay? You're either telling that you need a whole renovation team, or you're coming in with just somebody who wants to fix it up a little bit and be a buy and hold investor. Okay? Just want some small renovations. This whole story you're telling without having a conversation with these buyers. They see it and they know if it's for them or for not.